go to this website.
Okay.
So you're going to type it in at the top at the address field, because I'm going to give you the actual website.
So I know somebody that's got diabetes really badly. If I tell them to look this up and do this, do you honestly believe it'll work?
100%.
In 21
Oh, I know
days?
people.
Try it,
I know
you know,
people.
and if it doesn't help, you
Oh,
can't lose anything.
I have a lot of friends. Like my friend Troy had like severe diabetes. He went totally raw vegan. He lost over 100 pounds, and he doesn't have diabetes anymore. He doesn't need to use his inhaler
So the
anymore.
question is it the weight, right? And the
Yeah, I
lack
know.
of movement. They,
Yeah.
like,
Well, yeah.
wait, 30 years ago they said every diabetes you should put in a work camp, physical work camp,
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
they
but-
it would go away, you know.
Well,
Yeah.
this guy
Well,
was
diabetes-
really athletic.
Diabetes is it's a reflection of many symptoms sometimes. So this diabetes is a very general blanket. But underneath of that, you have autoimmune disorders. You have all these different things that create the effect of what looks like insulin issues. And they have a general category called diabetes, type 1, type 2, but underneath that, there's many other causes. But many of these cases, they would do this, and all of the people who have taken that program have cured their diabetes, and there's even documentaries about it.
So if you wanted to take this, so this, if I click on here,
Oh.
then
Yeah, I wonder how.
I'm on
to do
this,
that, 'cause there must be a
like,
way to
I could
get
now,
off of it.
could I go
Just
like
exit.
copy and put this
Or
into,
is-
oh, now it's doing that. If I wanted to send
Go to
him
the
that
right
link,
Okay, guys, there's a good question here.
Oh,
Yes.
sorry, we
That's
didn't
okay.
pay attention.
There's a good question here. This website here,
Yeah.
every website has an icon. That's the icon. So at the very left of a website, the website's always at the top.
Oh.
But wherever you're at, that address is the website, which is also called a URL. If you've ever seen the word URL, they use that on the news and stuff, say let's go to this URL. It means
Yeah.
Uniform Resource Locator. In other words, an address. So this address, every address has a link. That little thing that's to the left, that icon, I could drag that. I could drag it in here to make a bookmark, or I could drag it to the desktop here. So now that would go directly to the website. It's an icon now.
wow.
That's, so in other words, every web address has an icon, and I happen to drag the icon to the desktop. So if I was to double click on that, that would immediately go to that website. Not only that, I could email this by dragging it into the email when I'm composing it.
I always highlighted what's in there and emailed.
Yeah, see that's the other way too, is to highlight it here and then copy and then paste it
Yeah,
into the email.
Okay,
That's where copy and paste.
Attach.
That's copy paste. You know that one because I've showed you that.
yeah,
So it's copy and paste.
okay,
Stick with that,
yeah.
because what I showed you is a bit different. But remember, any website you're at, you can always drag it down to your bookmarks,
Okay.
or you can always drag it to your desktop.
And then you can actually open it, another person, if you put
That's
it
right.
on this.
That's right. So I happen to drag it here.
Yeah.
So this is a file that represents that website. So I can send that, email that file to somebody,
Yeah.
and they'll be able to open it.
So you,
It's just another way of doing it.
you do it as an attachment.
Yeah, that's one way of doing it. Now that we're all looking here, I'll show you the other type of website. DMOZ.org is the biggest directory on the planet. It's a directory of information, so it shows the major kingdoms. So if I want to get specific and type in a specific topic like tigers, it shows me how that topic is interrelated to other topics. So these are all the areas that the word tigers shows up here. I'll give you a better example. If I go to science, these are all the kingdoms of information. So science is one kingdom. So there's all the different fields of science. So I could search within science, or I could go to biology. So biology is a subclass of science, so we can keep stepping down into a more specific topic no matter what it is. This may be useful if you're doing research again. So these are all the different types of biology. There's botany. So the botany is even more specific. So then under botany, and where I happen to be, it shows it up here. We're in science, biology, botany. At the bottom are all the most famous, well-renowned botany websites. They'll always be at the bottom for wherever you're at. But here's all of the subcategories of botany, like lichens. We go to lichens, but lichens See, and then it goes biology, mycology, lichens. So it slipped over to mycology. So here's all the websites. There's lichens. So it's a good way to find really good information.
Okay, DMOZ.
DMOZ.org. It's great because all of these would be the kind of the best websites for that specific topic.
DMOZ.
Yeah, without any ads, no ads, because if we do a Google search, 90% of what we get is garbage. If we do it this way, then it's not like that. We get what we want.
And it's called a search, like what's that?
It's called a directory search
A directory
Oh,
search.
so why?
or a directory. DMOZ.org.
Oh, oh.
Ray, you forgot to erase the
you
website.
will
that's
go
all.
right on top of.
So when you go to there, when you click on it, you just gotta hit backspace to get rid of that. Now if you type DMOZ.org,
Oh, I didn't put .org.
yeah,
And I was on, there was something else in front of it.
there you go. So that'll take you directly to that website.
Oh, arts.
Okay.
Kids and teens. Look.
There's a lot of valuable information there.
Okay.
So the one last thing I'm going to show you then is the Google video search,
Okay.
because Google video search was the first video search engine, and that was even before YouTube existed. So I used to find videos, and it wasn't because YouTube didn't exist when I was doing all my video searching
Yeah.
10 years ago. So it's still good to use Google video search because it searches hundreds of other video sites, not just YouTube. There's a lot of types of videos you can't get through YouTube.
Yeah, like Disney.
Exactly. Or like there's a whole type of music videos that are not on YouTube that are in Vimeo. So if you want to do a full video search, you would go to Google Video.
Okay.
But since you have Google open, you can just go to Google. So just go to google.com.
Oh,
What I want you to type in is Gabriel Cousins again.
oh. So don't, okay, so,
So go to Google
okay, so.
and then type in Gabriel Cousins and then type in cure diabetes.
So actually type right in here
Yep.
Google,
Yeah, type in there.
even though I'm
Oh,
on
the top?
Yeah, you're in Google.
So,
So I'm
You gotta go to Google, that's all I'm saying.
but we are at Google, aren't we, when we're right here?
Yeah, that's Google, you're at the Google search engine.
So there's no use me typing Google in there then, right? So
No, you're typing,
Do I go down here or
what-
up here?
all I'm saying is type Gabriel Cousins, you've got it written in there.
Oh, okay.
I said go to Google, you're there, type in Gabriel Cousins
Because,
In the
and,
middle
and
box.
type in cure diabetes. Oh, type Gabriel Cousins diabetes, that's good enough.
okay.
And now that you've done a Gabriel Cousins diabetes search, click on video.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Now what has he got in there?
Here.
How to cure diabetes.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh my
Diabetes recovery program.
Yeah, so there's a bunch of really good videos there, I bet.
Oh, okay.
And they're not just YouTube videos, they're from all over.
god. Wow.
Video search or just video?
Just videos at the top there.
Oh.
Down a little bit further.
Oh.
There you go. So I wanted you to type Gabriel
I think I
Cousins
did.
diabetes.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
25% of Americans over 60 have type 2 diabetes. Now we need to
Think about
know,
what we
can
eat,
we
right?
heal all different diabetes or just the type 2?
So far, it's type 1 and type 2.
Yeah.
And yeah,
There
hasn't been a failure yet, and it's interesting because I've watched videos on this stuff.
Because there are a lot of teenagers that get diabetes
Yeah.
that have no reason to get it. They are very
Autoimmune.
active, sports, and
Right.
they are not overweight
Right,
and whatever.
toxins, autoimmune
And
disorders.
it's boys around 14 that
Right.
get it the most.
Wow.
Yeah.
They
It could be
probably
like
eat
this. There's
sugar.
the pesticides in the environment. There's something called phytoestrogens, which are in all the plastics that
Yeah.
cause autoimmune issues. That cause
The problem is once you get it, up until this, we
Yeah.
thought it's no cure. So
Was
yeah.
that
Yeah.
the last
I
one?
know. Yeah, that's it. We're
Okay,
done.
thank you.
We
Okay,
are
and
done. It's-
homework.
So I'll be emailing you the homework. The
Okay.
same. Just check your email. Sending it to you.
And okay. And I'll do what I didn't do.
Yeah.
Which is this
Yeah. Try that out.
and this. So clip art and in those 2 pages. Okay.
Whatever you wanna do, there's lots.
I was so nervous, and then I was like typing, "This is a simple activity," and then it was like, and I was stress free after that.
That's funny.
Oh. Yeah, it was funny. Okay, so I'm plugged in here. I haven't found my keyboard yet. Maybe gave, I don't know. Okay.
Well, it's a good amount, 3 hours. Like that's when our brains start shutting off, like completely, right?
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
So
it's
good job.
quite interesting. I like
So don't do too much on Mondays. I'd suggest.
it. Don't be too
Don't do too much brain work all day before you get here.
Yeah.
They try not to. I don't
No,
know what
just-
your jobs are, but where you do, I don't know what you do.
I didn't like to
Oh,
work
that's
today
good.
too much.
Monday is like an unofficial holiday in Nelson. A lot of stuff's closed.
That's like Switzerland.
Well, why not just have Monday a holiday? We should have 4-day work week.
Yeah.
I totally think
Like a good
our
portion of your
society
business
would be
4-day
so
work week.
much better off if there was a 4-day work week. Like you'd have more time with your family.
Oh yeah, well, there's
And
other
a lot
countries like
more
France who got
people
3-day work
would
week.
have a job, you know, because.
Well, that's
Yeah.
exactly right. And they'd be more efficient at their job.
Okay,
That's
thank
right.
you.
Yeah. no
Yeah.
problem.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye. See you.
Let me get that door frame. This better.
It's so stiff here.
Oh, my back just kills me.
Your back?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have lots of problems lately too.
Well, I didn't know I had osteoporosis until I was cross-country skiing.
Osteoporosis or osteoarthritis?
Osteoporosis. I was, well, first of all, I was cross-country skiing. I fell, and I didn't think I fell that hard. And I broke some ribs, and that was that. And, you know, nothing was really said about it. I didn't think anything of it. Then the next thing that happened, I was playing basketball with Scott and the boys, and I went up for a shot and like sort of twisted back and to the side and came down hard on the pavement, but on my feet. And I broke 3 vertebrae in my back.
That's crazy.
And that's then when, like, I'm like, what the hell's going on?
Wow. There's some hormone in women after the age of 30 where it's harder for them to absorb calcium in your bones.
Yeah, so,
And I have too much calcium in my bones.
oh, you do?
You have calcification.
Yeah, I have
Yeah.
too much, like in the joint, like my knee joint, when they open
Really?
it up, they said, and I'm a vegetarian from birth,
Well, that's
so I
interesting.
thought I had too much of this acid, with uric acid, and they said, no, it's not uric acid, it's actually calcium.
Calcification.
And they
yeah.
said, do you take calcium in extra? And I said, yeah, of course I take vitamin C and I take calcium. They said, stop it, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
And see, I didn't have, obviously didn't have enough.
You've been
So-
drinking green smoothies a lot?
Yeah. And I
Like
eat
most of
a
your
lot
life?
of green stuff.
Yes, it's the greens. That's where people get in their like
The
bone density.
calcium, yeah.
Like my dad used to have osteoporosis.
Osteoporosis?
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's what I have.
And they had him on like Chloramax and all these weird stuff. And then my sister and me just like did tons of research, and it's about the magnesium, manganese, boron, selenium balance. Magnesium is the biggest thing. You can throw all the calcium you want, but you can't absorb it without the proper. You can't be acid. Your stomach is acidic. You cannot. It's amazing what happens in your stomach in an acid stomach. So one of the most important things is have an alkaline stomach, and then you can
Yeah.
absorb the
Yeah.
magnesium.
You need those stripes where you can test your urine, right?
Yeah, you do, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, those
Litmus.
strips?
Yeah.
Strips.
I even give it to the kids and say, you do that regularly, you know, and they are really aware of
Yeah,
all
you gotta
those
be
stuff.
alkaline.
Yeah.
I think the big thing is just changing your water supply, or make sure your water's not too acidic.
So I should be checking my alkaline level?
Yes.
That's huge right there.
And
For
the urine strips at the health food store or the drugstore?
you know what? They have them at the co-op.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's where I get mine.
And it's just they're, what are they called?
It's called litmus strips.
Litmus?
LITMIS.
Okay.
lit or MUS. Anyway, but it's like a little roll. You can take it off. It looks yellow, but you can use your saliva
Okay.
to see how acidic you are, and it should be dark if you're
Should be.
balanced.
Oh.
If it's clear, then you're very acidic. Like if you don't see it, if it stays yellow, if it goes purple, you're perfect alkalinity.
Okay, so dark is good.
Dark is good.
I hope they give you instructions.
Well, it does. It has it right. It has the pH level
Oh.
right on the box. Tells you where, if you're a 6, if you're a 9.
Okay,
Yeah.
because now I'm taking calcium and I'm on a drug for it because then they did a bone scan. That's how they figured out. Then they did a bone scan.
Are you taking
Yeah.
Fosamax? Is that the drug?
No,
Well-
it's called Forteo.
Yeah, but the problem is if they do like test the bone density and you never had one done before,
Yeah.
then you don't know how bad it is. So when I was 40, I think, or a bit before 40, I took a bone density test just to keep on file that when I'm 60 and someone tests it, that they actually have something to compare
it to.
right?
Well, yeah, so,
Yeah.
yeah, and I didn't know any of this stuff, and then, so then they, when they did a bone density test, then they freaked out, they're like, oh, okay, we're gonna get you down to Vancouver to see this doctor at the there's a osteoporosis clinic, the doctor specializes in it, you're going down to see her. I'm like, oh my God, I was in way too much pain to travel. I'm like, I can't travel yet, like I can't even move. So I had to wait about 3 months and then I flew down to see her. And yeah, it's just been a nightmare since, like.
So your back pain is from that.
Yeah,
And you know, my neighbor, she's now 80, but she walked like this. She would walk up the hill like this because she had so bad osteoporosis, and they found out when she broke her wrist when she fell.
mm-hmm.
But today, from just the treatment, she can walk totally upright again.
What's her treatment?
I don't know what she took, probably medication, whatever they gave her, right?
Oh, and a rolfer. She probably had a rolfer too. If she straightened her back like that.
What is
Ro-
that?
rolfing?
Yeah, but I.
You know what rolfing? You know.
I've
It's
heard
just like
that.
a deep tissue massage.
Yeah,
Cures scoliosis, scolitis, straightens the spine.
but
I see her do stretch exercise in summer out in the yard, so she lays there and stretches.
Wow, I would love to talk to her. But I heard that Rolfing, like I heard, like what I've been told is with osteoporosis, that if I go to anyone for any kind of treatment, like massage,
Be
physio,
careful they don't break
they
you.
have to know.
Well, they have to know.
They, like, and.
Well, you would go to Nancy. Nancy would be the person you would go to right here. She's like phenomenal. Nancy Selwood.
Yeah,
She's amazing. Like
But
she's,
She's a massage therapist?
she's a registered massage therapist. She's a nerve. She got 3 degrees in nerve specialty. She's got 3 certificates in nerve specialty. She understands bones. She has a whole human, like all the bones and muscles. She points out. She's amazing. Like
Well-
I have friends that have been to massage masseuses all around, and she's like way beyond any of them as far as her ability to recognize problems in the body. But she sees how your foot, the way you walk, is connected to your spine. And
well,
Right.
yeah, because now I'm almost too freaked out to see anybody because what they told me is that you can go to somebody like a massage therapist or a physiotherapist or a chiropractor, but if they don't specifically know about osteoporosis, they could end up breaking something.
But you know, it's quite common that women, especially women, have there's osteoporosis, and I think most of them are trained to
Yeah.
treat it, you know, and
I'm so leery now because I've never ever felt pain like when I broke my back. Like I'd rather deliver 4 more children than ever go through
Oh
that
my
again.
God.
I know.
Yeah, like it was so painful for so
Intense.
many months. I've never experienced anything like it. And then you're completely helpless, right? Like I'm late. It was horrible.
How long ago was it?
It's been a year and a half.
Yeah.
And so that's what, like this year I didn't cross-country ski because I'm too freaked out to.
That you
So
would
going
fall.
from somebody being completely active all the time, like I did everything, And now I'm too afraid, like I'm still bike riding, but I'm too afraid to go cross-country skiing or downhill skiing now. It's like really messed my head up.
What's really good is weightlifting for
Oh, big, yeah.
for osteoporosis.
Well, see, down at the osteoporosis clinic, they're saying if I start trying to do anything like that, like weightlifting or anything, it has to be with somebody that knows exactly, because they're saying to me, if you bend over, like this one woman that had severe osteoporosis, she bent over to pick her grandchild up out of the crib. She bent over, picked the grandchild up, and she broke
Yeah,
a couple vertebrae in her back. So, like, ugh.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
Okay then.
Okay, guys. Well, we'll see you. Yeah, see you next Monday.
Yeah,
Yep,
next
see
Monday.
you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.